literally is inside us. Nobody can make us more happy, so it's a science. It's not something I cooked up. But to properly understand it, you've got to understand the problem they faced that led to this accidental discovery. It was accidental. And it was in 1970s, early 70s, the whole world was filled with a problem. And that problem was unmanageable. It was spreading like an epidemic. It was called the morphine drug addiction problem. Why the 70s? Can anyone think why it was in the early 70s? What was a significant world event in the 70s? Young people went off, 18, 19, came back, saw their friends in body bags, came back, hand missing, legs missing. There was a disillusionment with life. And when they were disillusioned, they wanted happiness. What did they do? Well, in the war, they were trained to use morphine. So when they went back, they had some leftovers. Some of them hid it, some of them bought it illegally. They started the experiment, they found what they call happiness. Now, why was morphine so addictive? And heroin is even worse. It was because inside the morphine itself, there are two unique properties, very unusual properties. One, morphine can take away taste, which is alright, it's a positive thing. But two, morphine did something with the perceptions, the self-talk. Morphine could give a person a euphoria, a nice, elated sense of good well-being, artificially. Now, morphine is still used in Malaysia now. Say in General Hospital, go there, a terminally sick patient or chronic pain, morphine is used very well. Heroin is even more dramatic. It has no medicinal value. The heroin addict, before jamming himself, he feels life is not worth living. He's very demoralized, demotivated, he's depressed, he's suicidal, mood very bad. Then he jabs with the heroin, within minutes, his mood changes. He becomes like a hero. So they call it heroin. It's a fact, huh? Heroin from hero. Now, why was morphine so powerful? Now, imagine a soldier is fighting in the battlefield, he's trained, and he steps on the landmine, half the leg blown off. Technically speaking, half the leg blown off, he won't die. Because no vital organ. Without morphine, the soldier will die. You know why? Not from the pain, not from the injury, but from psychological shock. Any normal human being seeing his leg half blown off, blood coming out, starts to beat faster. As a result, the blood will not stop. Therefore, within an hour, he will bleed. Morphine saves his life. Jab with the morphine, 10 minutes time, the pain starts to go. But in 15 minutes time, something amazing happens to the brain. Same soldier who panicked, I'm going to die, now looks at half the leg. Oh, only half the leg. That change in perception, only half the leg. That altered perception, the scientists could not explain in 1970s. And the discovery, very amazing. You're going to see an amazing slide we designed only for lay people, alright? It's not scientifically so accurate, but for lay consumption is good enough. Now you watch the next slide. Huh? Watch how the morphine molecule, as it goes through the blood stream, comes near to the brain. It seems as if in the brain, the morphine could find keyhole, for which the morphine was an exact key. Yeah? Some keys are like that. Nowadays they sell us the new car. Your key is the only one that fits in. You can't make a duplicate. If you put another one in, the alarm will go off. Now the morphine was like that. Morphine as a key found in the brain cell, specific cells. Actually, those cells are called by a specific name. Those cells are called opiate receptors. Right now, if I open your brain up, if you will allow me, you will find opiate receptors inside. And the opium, when it goes through your bloodstream, will exactly look for those and fit it in, and as it fits inside, you will get the high, the change of altered perception. At last, the scientists have they understood why people get addicted. But then came this interesting question. Why is the brain so stupid to wait thousands of years for artificial morphine to come? Why? And so the only possible explanation was the brain is never stupid, the body ecology is so perfect since Adam and Eve, brain has served human being. So the only explanation is inside the body we are producing something which is morphine-like. They went looking for it but couldn't find it because they were looking at the wrong place. Most hormones come from the body. There was a hormone that made people happy and it came from the brain. And they found it in 1975 and they called that hormone the secret of human happiness because they found a hormone that makes you feel good. So the hormone is called feel-good hormone. Ladies and gentlemen, in our training, we tell people the fact nobody can make them not feel good. Nobody can make them feel better. Why? Because the secret of human happiness was that you couldn't buy it, you couldn't sell it, you couldn't donate it, your boss can't take it out of you, your wife cannot get it from you, only you can suppress it and only you can release it. At 12 o'clock, you will have the secret of human happiness. Only you can do it. Now, in the workforce, when a worker is demotivated, he begins to understand he is doing damage to himself. Because when his hormone, which makes him happy, is being suppressed, the consequences are very disastrous for him. They found this hormone, the name was called morphine. They actually call it morphine, but to distinguish it from the bad morphine, this was called endogenous morphine. Endogenous, that means inside you, endogenous to you, in your body. Endogenous morphine is the feel-good hormone, and for practical purpose, they short form it to endorphin. That is the secret of human happiness. But it was not just a feeling. Endorphins make you feel good, that's good, right? But endorphins are actually building up our immunity to sickness. That was a tremendous discovery. And if a person is not happy, he's likely to get sick. So a demotivated workforce has a lot of implications for the boss. It's not just unhappy. Sooner or later, if he's keep on unhappy, he's going to get sick and cost us money, right? And then also, very amazingly, in the LPI discovery, we found it's connected to your perception. If a person has high endorphin, he can look at things accurately. If a person has low endorphin, his perception gets distorted. And so when groups try to do brainstorm, look at one another seriously, there's no relaxation, there's no motivation, then they try brainstorm, the boss wants to brainstorm, lots of storm but no brain. Sound familiar? Some them also are training. They try brainstorm, lots of storming but no brain, because brainstorm requires endorphin. Now again, after the brain scan, it will show you the brain damage inside you. And how in the workshops we adjust that. So, feel good, that's good. Build up immunity, and then avoid distorted perception. So how do you get this? There are two main tracks. And now we're going to show you